everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet. This is Taz. I want to wish all you mothers out there a very happy and special Mother's Day. Today I'm actually filming this the day before so that I can spend time with my family on Mother's Day. My husband has something special planned in terms of lunch, and his mom is coming over, so I really will enjoy that. I know some of you are going to ask, so I'll let you know what I'm wearing. I'm actually wearing an older Larissa by Belle Madame in the color Swedish Blonde Root. Larissa was getting towards the end of its life cycle, so I did add in some layers here at the front to reduce the frizz, and I also thinned it out a little bit in the back and used a generous portion of silicone to re-energize these fibers. I'll give you a quick update on my own mom. It was about a year ago this time when she underwent a left breast mastectomy for breast cancer, DCIS. The cancer had not spread beyond the breast and there was no further treatment recommended. She'll be on a 5-year regimen of tamoxifen and she'll have regular scans, but we're very blessed that she has been cancer-free since the surgery. So Mother's Day. Let me give you some of my sentiments about Mother's Day. I am not a big fan of commercial holidays. I think there's way too many commercial holidays out there, and I refuse to acknowledge some of them. I think some of it is pretty ridiculous. But Mother's Day should actually be celebrated, in my opinion, every single day. The role of a mother in your life is super important, and it's not easy. It's super challenging, yet it's very rewarding. There's not a single experience that you'll have in your lifetime that is more formative than being a mother. From the moment you find out that you're pregnant with your first child, you are a mother. From that moment on, it changes you. Life takes on a completely different meaning. You love that child even before you set eyes on them. You share their soul, you understand them, and you know them before you even see them. I know I have an experience that I went through when I was pregnant with my first son. Of course, nobody knows what to expect, but he was real active in the womb, and he was always kicking and moving and things like that. And I can remember I was getting his nursery ready, and I decided to paint. And I painted his room and so forth. And he did not move the whole time. And it was a whole day that went by and I didn't feel him moving, and I really panicked. I actually bought a rocking chair and had it in the nursery, and I can remember not being able to sleep that night because I was so worried. And I sat alone in this rocking chair and I prayed that my child would be okay. And I'm going to choke up, but a voice out of nowhere came to me and it said, "Mom, I'm okay. And by the way, I'm a boy." It just came out of nowhere. It wasn't a voice that I heard from the outside, but it was from the inside. And it was such a special feeling that I wept with joy because I just knew that was him talking to me and saying, "Mom, I'm okay." And it completely changed me. I honestly thought that the paint fumes or something that I breathed in at the time hurt him. And so you're responsible for somebody other than yourself. You love somebody more than you love yourself, and that is so powerful. So actually we had more health issues come up. I had preeclampsia. I gave birth very early. I went into full-blown eclampsia at the time they were doing the cesarean, where I went into seizures, and they didn't expect me to make it. I was in the hospital for a full week, and by the grace of God, I'm still here and went on to have another son. But all I could think about, even when my own life was on the line, was the safety and the well-being of my child. It's very powerful. This is me and my newborn son about a week after I delivered, and we're just about ready to get out of the hospital. As you can see, due to the eclampsia, I'm still very swollen and almost monster-like. And then as you're raising your children, it feels like you've stepped on a treadmill and it just sped up because I don't know where the years have gone. Do you ever have that feeling if you're a mother and you look back and you say, wow, my child is 26 years old. Where did the time go? I'm sure we all have that. I can remember when the kids were young and there were sickness and you had to work and you were tired and all of the challenges. And somebody once told me that when you're raising children, the days are long, but the years are short. And that's absolutely the truth. When you look back, it seems like it has gone by like that. And it really gives you a sense of your own mortality and how short life is, really. So let's flash forward then to when my kids were grown. I still had a son at home yet when I started to wear wigs. But I do want to segue into wigs a little bit because I want to remark about how they changed my life for the better. And as a mother, you dedicate your life to your children as they're growing up. I worked so much. It was really a flash this last 20 years. I was working a lot. I was raising my kids, and there was very little time for myself. I never had a hobby. I rarely had any social interactions other than family events and stuff with the kids. So when the children started to move out of the house, I found myself without all of that to do. And I think I shared with you in my story that I decided to try wigs, and I went to a bricks and mortar wig shop and so on and so forth. But when I finally decided that wigs were for me and I was going to embrace the wig lifestyle, I did have some feelings of guilt. I really had to reconcile in my mind, is it okay for me to have this selfish little thing? Is it okay for me to take care of myself? Is it okay for me to spend money on something for me? And I had all of those feelings because I was used to, up until that time, I was used to putting away money for college, paying the debts, making sure my kids had everything that they needed. And I rarely spent anything on myself. So it was a bit of a struggle for me. I came to the realization that by wearing wigs, I was able to rejoin life again. I was able to enjoy life again. It removed that barrier. I no longer had a lot of anxiety about my hair. I didn't even think about my hair. When I have a wig on that I know looks good, I can go out and be myself. As before, I was just real self-conscious in things. So really, if you're a mom, and if you're a mom out there, wearing wigs is going to make you a better mom, I think, because it will make you happier inside. You'll be able to join life and experience more joy and have less anxiety, and that always makes you a better parent. Everybody have a wonderful day. See you next time on Taz's Wig Closet.